Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Morning Wood. This is the Morning Wood where you get what, Missy?
What? It's so good.
Yes, indeed. Sorry about the lateness. Everything got haywire, mixed up this morning. Like big time fucked up. The guests got all screwy. Monty couldn't get back to me because some reasons. And then I thought I had Midwest Grow Guy booked, but I actually had him booked for tomorrow. And I actually originally had Skip Talk booked for today, but then I told him I would book him for tomorrow because I thought I had other people booked for today. And then, blah, blah, blah. I just messaged Skip Talk. He'll be here in about 15 minutes. So we will have a guest today.
Yep.
But until then, you got me, Missy, and a black square.
Yep. Ta-da!
Yeah. Which the black square doesn't talk enough anyway. Which I got a tremendous amount of complaints about that yesterday, by the way. And I'm not lying. There was like
This Shab doesn't talk?
Yeah, like 4 different people messaged me yesterday. It was like the co-host dude with the cap needs to talk more. He doesn't talk. Somebody who I'm really close to used to watch the show a lot, hadn't watched it in a long time, hasn't watched since you guys been co-hosts, actually. They were like, he seems really funny, but he doesn't talk. I said, he is really funny. There's certain topics. Well, there's just certain topics that Shabby doesn't give a fuck about. And when Shabby doesn't give a fuck about it, he doesn't talk about it at all.
Yes, Two Guns. I believe you are booked for tomorrow, right? Two Guns is booked for tomorrow?
Yes, he's booked for tomorrow. See, that's another thing. I'm glad Skip Talk's coming today because I double booked tomorrow, too. I got everything. Hannibal and Monty fucked everything up. Let's just say that.
Yeah, it's their fault.
It's the black guy's fault.
Blame
Okay?
Hannibal. Blame Hannibal.
And if you hear a lot of noises, the next door house is having a lot of construction, and they're playing radio music and drilling and sawing and cutting and... So fuck them dudes for my time. And I thought I was going to... I'm just like really like right now because I was at a doctor's appointment this morning. Didn't know if I was going to be late or not. Then I get here and then everything went haywire with the guests. But it's not really nobody's fault. It's just everything. Things get crossed over and messed up sometimes. And like I said, I double booked 2 or 3 times by accident.
What the fuck is that?
It's... frosting fugazi.
Fugazi means fake.
Well, yeah, because it's not actually frosting. It's
fake frosting. Okay.
It's whack.
Makes sense. No, it makes sense. It's whack. It makes sense. I'm just saying that fugazi means fake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's supposed to taste like frosting, but obviously it's not frosting.
Anyways, by the way, for the ones who are concerned, because I do get messages time to time about my health, I finally got my blood pressure in check. That's one thing I'm excited about this morning. We went to the doctor and everything seemed to be okay. So yay for that. And yes, before anybody points it out, I do look like Freddy Krueger today. I'm dressed like Freddy. And I've also thinking about ordering a white striped shirt, kind of like the one that you wear sometimes, so we can be twinsies.
Oh, damn.
You want to be twinsies with me, Shabby?
Yeah, we both broke out of prison together.
Yeah.
We're both escapees.
We're both hamburgers.
See.
But no, I get accused all the time. Pimpmunk, no, you'll never wear nothing but black. You wear nothing but black. You wear nothing but black. What do you wear for black?
Now he's wearing black.
I'm still wearing black, but I got red on.
My entire wardrobe is black, white, and gray. I do not own a single piece of colored clothing.
Is your vagina talking to us again?
No, the windows are open.
Speak, oh great toothless one.
There's a thunderstorm coming.
Dude, where? Mississippi, right? I live in Mississippi. It is April 21st. I woke up and it was 30-something degrees this morning.
Mm-hmm.
That makes no motherfucking sense. Tell me climate change ain't real.
It was snowing in places.
It ain't real.
No, but People are so stupid. People are thinking climate change only means no. When weird weather like ice storms happen in Mississippi, like it did a couple months ago, a month ago, whatever. That tell you climate change is real. Also, big news subject we got to talk about. Dumbass guilty on all 3 charges yesterday of the George Floyd murder. Yep. So yay for
Derek
that.
Chauvin was found guilty on all 3 charges, and then a few hours later, apparently in Columbus somewhere, there was a 15-year-old girl who was shot dead by police officers because she had a knife in her hand when she's the one that called the police asking for help.
What color was she?
Black.
Right. Well, you know there was a. But see, we do. Now look, let's face this. Also, we have a police problem because a week ago, a white guy got shot, and he was unarmed and all that shit too. So, there, it is proportionally per capita on black folks, but white folks are getting affected too. So we all should be concerned about this. Mm-hmm. I mean, what I'm saying.
See if I can find the thing. Here it is. A 15-year-old black girl shot 4 times by Columbus police moments after Derek Chauvin's conviction. Micaiah Bryant had allegedly called police because someone was in her home and allegedly abusing her. When the police arrived, they allegedly saw she had a knife and shot and killed her.
And it wasn't a knife, right?
No, she had a knife. She was trying to defend herself from the dude in her house that was abusing her, apparently.
Oh.
So they came in, saw her with a knife, viewed her as a threat, and shot and killed her.
Okay, that's bad, and it shouldn't happen, but I can see that being a somewhat acceptable defense there. Somewhat, because she did have a knife in her hand.
But she's the one that called.
Yeah, no, I understand. But you see what I'm saying, though.
I do. No, I definitely do.
No,
I just, if I was an officer and I went there, like I would assume I would assume that she told the 911 operator that she had the knife in her. I'm afraid. This guy's, he's trying to hurt me.
No, I get
here. Like I'm holding this knife.
No, I understand. I completely understand. I'm just saying. In that case, that is somewhat could be a defense there because she did have a blade in her hand. But like some of the other cases, there is no defense because, like the young guy who was shot by that female cop, there's no defense for that, right? Yeah. And look, I
saw something about that this morning too. That woman has been an officer since like 1997 or something like that, and she was. There was another case.
I was just about to say,
killed a disabled person.
I was just
a mentally disabled person. Yeah. So she's been knowing which side her fucking taser is on since 97.
In most of these cases, if you go back into the cops' record, you'll see that they usually have an aggressive record. Like what's his name? Chauvin? I always fuck his name up.
Chauvin?
Whatever, Chauvin. He had a record. He had a history. Now, look here. I do want to say that there's something that I got a discussion about the other day with somebody. Okay, yes, George Morgan was not the greatest citizen. We understand that, right? Well, I think most people know.
You mean George Floyd?
Sorry, Floyd. He was not the best citizen. Yes, he had a history, but that doesn't make a big wet fuck.
No, it doesn't. I got into a really big argument yesterday with this dude that was saying, he was like, oh, it's really sad that he got convicted on all 3 charges when it was the fentanyl that killed him.
There's no proof of that.
I almost wanted to go through that goddamn phone because I specifically remember watching part of the trial where the coroner dude was like, all of these things are in his system, but it was the knee on his neck for 9 minutes.
Yeah, it was the cause of death.
Guy.
Just because he had it in the system was not the cause of death. And by the way, being a not so great person is not a death sentence, and no police officer in the world has the right to put a death sentence on anybody anyway.
Getting murdered right now.
I'm just saying, just because they're not a great person doesn't make it right. And look, and some people are like, well, like that one dude, why did he run? Well, let me tell you something. if they told me I had warrants, I'd try to run too.
Was it Dirt? Dirt said, I usually won't jump to the defense of a cop, but it seems the shots were fired as the girl was about to stab another girl right in front of the officer.
I don't know anything about that case, so I'll go with what y'all saying right
this
now.
happened literally moments after the Derek Chauvin conviction.
Yeah, I don't know anything about this case, so I can't speak on it
I do
all.
know, I saw something that was really cute that came out, like, you know, like, obviously, like, George Floyd's death is, you know, a tragedy, and I wish it never happened, but I saw his daughter little girl, and she was on the shoulders of, like, her uncle, or someone's dying outside, don't worry, and she was on the shoulders of
what
her
the fuck
uncle
is happening in your house?
It's outside. Someone doesn't know how to be a fucking parent to their child.
She didn't.
And,
she ran over some kids.
Yeah, it didn't finish the job.
You should have backed up. Oh my god!
But his daughter was on, you know, the shoulders of her uncle, and someone was videotaping her, and they were like, "What did she do, sweetie?" And the little girl went, "My daddy changed the world."
Yeah,
like that got me, you know, because like for her to be able to take something positive out of the death of her dad. You know.
Two things I want to say real quick. First of all, I got you. That's powerful. Second thing is it reminds me of something that I've seen on the internet the other day.
What's going on outside?
What you said about something I've seen on the internet. It melted my heart. It has nothing to do with race. But what it is, it was back a long time, like in the 90s. There was a talk show called Jenny Craig or Jenny something. I don't know what the fuck it was. Anyways, they had this little kid who was unruly. And they had this drill sergeant guy come out there and said, "Boy, you want me to be your father for the next 8 years?" And the little kid looked at him and said, "Yes, sir, I don't have a daddy." And the guy broke. The drill sergeant broke. He said, "Son, I'll be your daddy." Picked him up, hugged him, and it was pretty, you know, it was pretty heartwarming. Second thing is, when I said earlier that I wouldn't talk about the subject that I didn't know, that is actually one thing I want to say I respect about Shabisky. Some people want to complain about Shabisky being quiet sometimes. Well, Shabisky has the knowledge enough to not talk about something he doesn't know. That is actually very knowledgeable. It's called syncretic knowledge, actually, to say I don't know about that subject. If he doesn't know, he doesn't speak on it, because it makes you look way more stupid to speak on something you don't know and look dumb than to speak on something, you know, that you do know, or just be silent, right? I do that. If I don't know the subject, I'm silent. Like back in the day when I first started going DP, they talked about some things that I didn't know about one night, and people said, "Well, Pimpmunk isn't very good at podcasts. He wasn't even talking." No, I didn't know what they were talking about. I didn't know about the subject, so I'm shutting the fuck up. And so I want people to know also that is one thing I do respect about Shabisky, is that he doesn't speak on shit he doesn't know, because it would make him look more stupid anyway if he did that. So yeah, I know yesterday I got a few complaints about Shabisky not talking. Well, he didn't know, he really didn't know about what we was talking, which is a lot, but still. Most things we talk about he doesn't know, but still. Just want to say that.
I have my on and off days too, just like you do.
I don't have off days, motherfucker. Don't bring me into your shit.
I mean, not like you. You're every day you're perfect, but like, you know, some people like me just have on and off days. You know, some days.
Well, I'm not a normal person. I am a Freddy Krueger. Yeah,
a fatty cougar.
No, why you always gotta make fun of my weight though?
Notice how I said cougar instead of cougar.
It's like yesterday, Miss Parker said something about my weight. How are my fingers?
What'd she say?
You went blurry. You're very blurry. Okay, you're back.
Probably just
well, before the show, my shit was all fucked up. It was like real blurry. I had to turn on my editing software for it to go unblurry. Don't have to do nothing, just turn it on. It's so weird. I don't have to do anything, just turn the program on. By the way, before Miss get back, we have $100 stream go today. $100. Please have me get it. Also in the description, that link. I think we got $53 on there right now. The PayPal pool. It's for the equipment fund. Once we make that the actual $3,000, I will do a 24-hour show. We got a while. We got to June 1st to make it. But please have 5, 10, 20. It all adds up. And but we got $100 stream go for today, so please help out if you can. I appreciate it very much. Hit the like button as well. You hear that music?
To the what?
Do you hear music?
Mm-mm.
Okay, good. Hey, there's Skep Talk. Sorry to bring you in like this today, brother. I appreciate you joining, but my booking shit got all messed up. I don't know if you can hear me.
Shut up, Skep Talk. Shut your fucking mouth.
I don't think he can hear us.
Allow us to talk for one fucking moment.
Yeah, he can't hear us. He's so gay.
Let's beat the shit out of him.
Let's fuck him up. Can you hear us? You like chocolate dick.
Oh, damn.
Why do you like chocolate dick, Skep?
He likes white dick up his butt.
Well, I wasn't talking about races. I'm talking about he actually likes chocolate cock.
Oh.
Like the flavor of chocolate.
I can make some molds or something.
It's so weird. Oh, there you go. Whoa. That was fucked up.
Skip. Kick him out of here.
He doesn't belong here. He's not talent.
He took too long to fix his bullshit. Fuck him. Kick him out of here.
Yeah, if he can come here and be professional, he shouldn't come here at all, goddammit.
He thinks he's smarter than us with his glasses.
Yeah, just because he wears fucking goggles, he thinks he's smart.
Well, I'm smart because I have bad eyesight.
Yeah. Why do most people with bad eyesight are intelligent? That's fucking weird.
I don't know. Maybe.
Most intelligent people have a bad eyesight.
They most of their powers and
look at Landon. Landon got to wear glasses.
Well, yeah, but he's old, right?
Yeah, but he's been wearing glasses.
He's older.
He's like Morgan Freeman. He's always been old.
Yeah.
Yeah. You think about it. Have you ever seen a young Morgan Freeman? I think Morgan Freeman was born 50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen a younger Morgan Freeman.
It's weird.
Missy's off finishing the kids off.
Yeah.
Like
Dude, that was kind of creepy sounding. What wasn't it?
Like it's probably just some kids fucking getting ready for school or some shit. But it did sound like some kids fucking dying or something. Yeah.
That gets said murder. Okay, let's see if he's back here.
There we go.
There we go.
I couldn't hear anybody at all. It was very strange.
Yeah, I just wanted. What I was trying to tell you a minute ago. I'm sorry I had everything all fucked up, but the booking and the people that was supposed to be here didn't show up and all that good shit. And I double booked for tomorrow, so I was like, well, maybe he'll join us today because I needed a guest. And everything was crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but anyways, we were finally settled in.
Yeah,
but I'm still double booked for tomorrow. But yeah, because I booked. Honestly, here's the deal: I booked 3 people other than John Morgan tomorrow. Because Midwest. Go ahead.
I will gladly step back from the double booking to make sure that you don't have any issues there. But
well, I thought Midwest was supposed to be here today, and I was actually going to fit him in with Hannibal Monty, but apparently I had you, Midwest, and John Morgan booked tomorrow.
Oh wow,
we'll just kick John Morgan off tomorrow. That's what we'll do. We need John Morgan free Thursday anyway. No, it looks like Missy's fucking with her sheet of paper over there. And let me ask you something. Why did she do that when you can simply just cut the camera off?
I do it too. She probably just copies me.
But why are y'all stupid?
Do that. It's not stupid. It's cool. You just grab your little cummy rag, you put it over your camera, and you're good. No one can see your balls or nothing.
Shut up. Let's see Red Eye in the chat room. What's up, Red Eye? I did say chocolate pee-pee. I said that Skip talked when he couldn't hear me. I said, you like chocolate pecker?
Oh, damn.
I mean, it's preferable to, I don't know, say like a mustard pecker or something like that, you know?
Yeah. Your face is really bright, too.
Yeah, I was on another stream where I had to make some pretty drastic changes to to my filters, and so they are all fucked up.
So I was at the doctor's. I thought I might be late today because I had a doctor's appointment early this morning. But for the ones who are just now coming in, red eye especially, red eye, don't you know my blood pressure finally got all fixed and everything seems really good right now. So, but I know you concerned about that. But I got in there. This one thing I was like, there's just one nurse there that I want to like put my penis inside very much.
Right?
You know, it's like I want to feel the insides of her labia. I want to like just rest, take a nap inside her puss. But I know she's married because she's got a wedding ring on.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I want to say. No, actually, here's what happened. I was in there waiting for the thing, and she over there said, "Hey, you know who I'm talking to? Come here." There's a bunch of people in the waiting room. But I knew she's talking to me because they all like me there, right? Because I'm a likable fucker. Everybody likes me because I make people laugh. But I walked in, and she said, "So how was your night last night?" And my dumb ass said it. I said, "Well, it was okay because I dreamed of you."
That turned out to be way more dramatic than originally thought. There was a lady in scrubs and like a teenage boy, and then like two dudes in their 20s-ish, and two little babies. One's like 2 and one's like 3. And the 3-year-old was like losing her collective shit out there. Just screaming like I just ran her over or something.
This started out like a Shabisky fantasy, though. Go ahead.
Okay. And one of the 20-year-old dudes apparently had said to the lady in the scrubs, "Come get your daughter." And the lady in the scrubs was telling the dude that, you know, was in the hoodie, like, there's something wrong with her. Like, you got to understand there's something wrong with her.
Yeah.
And the dude in the hoodie is like, "There's nothing wrong with her. She's just bad. She's just bad. Da, 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 da." And they're like arguing with each other about whether or not there's something like mentally wrong with the kid that's losing her shit on the side of the road. And the other dude is just standing there like, "I don't fucking know." And the teenager's just like looking around because it's starting to rain. And it just, the guy in the hoodie ended up like yoking the kid up and going inside. And the lady in the scrubs is like, "I'm trying to tell him there's something fucking wrong with her." It turned out to be way more dramatic than originally thought.
Okay, that's pretty awesome. But let me finish my story real quick. Anyways, my point was exactly what Billy said. I was going to make a joke about kind of like that, but yeah, it's good. He finished the punchline in the chat room, so never mind.
You fucked up the joke. What an asshole. Do you want me to ban him?
Wedding rings don't cover holes. That's a good, yeah, he's right. Wedding ring does not cover up the vagina hole. It's a hole itself. And my dick can fit inside a wedding ring, so it's good.
Also, hey, Skep.
Hey, how are you going?
No, Skep's here, Missy. You know what the first thing he said when he came into the chat room?
What?
Nothing, because his mic wasn't working. He had to leave the chat room and come back.
No. That was the second thing he said.
I want to fuck
hello.
Shabisky in the butthole.
Oh.
Well, I mean,
That's nice.
as is the standard greeting.
Because Skep looks like a good fucker. I bet Skep's pretty good in the sack.
He looks like a giver, you know.
Yeah, he gives his asshole for all the dick.
He's a lover.
Sometimes you get loving and fighting confused, and that's just how you end up. So
You know how I met Skep?
At a gay bar?
Not well that, but no, actually he was back. We're gonna talk about the private shows. He remembers the private shows. He used to come into the private best private shows on earth, was it not?
Oh, they were real wild, yeah.
Yeah. Well, actually, when the Morning Wood hits $300 a month on Patreon, we're gonna start private shows once a week, and it's gonna be in that style. But we gotta figure out where we're gonna do it. We can't do it on YouTube.
Right.
So, but we're gonna So we're gonna be in that style. But that's how I met him. He actually one night I used to do this thing called Pimp Per View. Which was pay-per-view, but pimp per view. If you give like 20, 30, 100, whatever, you can. I had different tiers. Like if you pay 20, you can watch. $25, you could do something on it, and then like so much you could join in for the whole show. And he paid one after joining the whole show. That's how I met him. And
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, and
And it was love ever since.
Yeah.
love him. And he was also, I will tell you this too, he was also the very first person to ever pay me. Now other people have done it since, but to pay me to be a guest on their show, on the show.
Yep.
Yeah. So, and I
Hey, I'll
don't
be
know.
a guest on your show.
I don't normally. Here's the thing. I don't normally charge. I don't charge to be a fucking guest. But if somebody offers the money, you take it.
Yep.
That's
Well,
just the
and I
way it
mean, like, I mean, I when I have, you know, a show that's making some money, and you know, like, if I'm gonna, you know, be trying to obtain guests, I'd like to have, you know, the repertoire, or the you know, the reputation. That's exactly the word I'm looking for. But the reputation that, you know, like, I respect talent, and I you know, have you know, pay fairly where it's, you know, fair to pay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Rio just gave. Okay, so Rio gave a tip. It says $200. So thank you, Rio. Very much. It says, love you guys. Are you still gonna play Among? Yes, I'm gonna still play Among Us. It's just that I hate it.
That was really generous of you. Thank you, Rio.
Yeah, very generous, very generous. I wish you would do the PayPal donation though through the thing though, because I have to wait like 2 or 3 days or a weekend now for this year. But no, I'm very grateful. Don't get me wrong, very grateful. I fucking hate that. I may take that off. Anyways, love you. Thank you so much, Rio. And I will be playing soon. It's just I've had a lot of health shit going on. And most of the time when I'm not doing the morning wood, I don't give a fuck about nothing else. It's because of, but it's about health. It's been about my health. My health has not been good lately. But it's getting better now, so I will be doing that soon. Very, very soon. And I appreciate you, buddy, very much. You're awesome. Thank you. And now that's enough being nice. Fuck you, Rio.
No, you be nice to Rio.
I don't like being nice. I don't give a fuck if they give me money or not.
I know, but you be nice. That was very sweet of Rio.
Yeah, it was very sweet, but still, I can only be nice for like a minute.
And they're not really expecting you to be like instantly turn into a nice person. Really,
Yeah, most people.
They know who they're giving money to.
Yeah, most people do it. Give me tips just for the fucking get the insults. But
So what have you been up to, Skep?
A lot of things. 2.5 weeks ago, my partner was subjected to COVID-19 at her work. One of her coworkers decided to come in without getting tested after taking a trip to Vegas, and
Is
turned
she
out,
okay?
yeah, we actually both had to quarantine for 2 weeks, you know, and went and got tested. Neither of us contracted the virus, so.
No,
but that was you know, a nerve-wracking 2 weeks. I have elderly parents who are homesteaders. I don't know if anybody knows exactly what that means. But
I do. My mom is super into homesteading.
They rely on me as the connection to the world. Right. So essentially that they had to go, you know, quarantine themselves for 2 weeks as they don't have anybody that they can come back to. Also, the exposure was the day before I got my first shot of the vaccine.
Oh,
so
God.
Had we been infected, I would have no longer been eligible to receive the secondary vaccine. Yeah, like, which would have been a huge bummer. But you know, nothing happened, and I actually am scheduled for my second one this Sunday. I'm fucking stoked.
I'm super thankful that you both are okay.
Me and Missy got ours. Well, Missy got hers one day, then I got my first shot the second day.
I get my second shot on the 29th.
And I get my second shot on May 7th. So
hell yeah.
The first one, only thing that bothered me was the arm. I had a sore arm.
It wasn't even that bothers. Like you expect to have a sore arm when you get a shot. Like besides that, I was fine.
But now they say the second shot is usually the one that makes you kind of sick.
My ex, he got the Moderna, and
that's what I got.
He got super sick both times.
Well, I didn't get sick the first time, but now I am expecting to have a little sickness for a couple hours on the second one.
I just think it affects everyone differently.
Yeah, it does. Everybody's system different. And even if I do get sick for a few hours, I'm okay with that. I'm much better to get that than get COVID.
I got the Pfizer vaccine.
Yeah,
that's what I got.
That's what she got.
Other than a small amount of like pressure sensitivity on my arm where I got the injection, the only side effect I suffered was one that scared the shit out of me. Right? Okay, so I'm thinking at that point, right? I'm possibly infected with the COVID-19 virus, and one of the side effects of the COVID-19 virus is loss of taste. Right?
Yes.
The side effect that I got was one that is a known side effect of the Pfizer vaccine, which is a metallic taste in your mouth. It tasted like I had a mouthful of pennies for like a week.
Right. Did you get that, Missy?
No.
It's not for everybody. It's
certain people.
Yeah, it's due to a strong immune response, i.e., your body has been like, whoa, let's kill it, right?
Yeah. Well, that's actually good that you have that, though.
Yeah.
That you have an immune system that's that quick to work. So
it was terrifying because I was all like, is this what the taste loss thing is?
Yeah. Well, I got the Moderna, and I think I was talking to Landon. He got the Moderna as well. Like I said, the only thing that I had from the first shot was a sore arm. But like you get sore arms for any shots. But I guess it was a little worse than a normal shot sore armness. But that was it. I mean, it was nothing. Like when that night when I was laying down to go to sleep, I rolled over on the arm. It hurt just a little bit, but then I just rolled over to the other arm, and so it wasn't no big deal. But I am expecting to get a little sick the next shot. But I took my mom. My mom got her shot the same day. So to me, it's something you just got to do. It should be just something that you had to do. And I know this pisses people off when I say this, but I wouldn't have one issue whatsoever if they made it a law that you had to do it. I would not get pissed off at all at that law. Go ahead.
Working with pre-pandemic, my day job was running events, right? I do big gatherings of people. I actually am working with a coalition of people in my area that also do the same thing. We have all banded together to say that we are not going to allow people who cannot prove that they have been vaccinated at any of our events through 2022.
Man, I don't blame you, bro.
So yeah, where essentially, like, in order to come have fun, they
give you a card, right? They give you that card, and I still, when you get going again, I'm still coming out, and we're going to do some shit at one of those events. I would love for being able to get Missy to come out, Shabisky come out, and we do a morning wood from there and everything,
right?
And, if you don't know what he's talking about, explain to the people what you did.
I run a live action role playing game, and a couple of other things like themed LARP events, themed airsoft events, things like that, where people gather together, and then for a weekend you stay out in what I have built as basically a post-apocalyptic village in the woods.
Very
in
cool.
Oregon.
Shit,
yeah. And. Yeah, we're currently working on getting high-speed internet access to the Woods site so that we can start a Twitch channel
that would be
where Twitch gets to play LARP.
So
essentially, you'd see from the we'd have actors who are rigged up with cameras, and the Twitch users would be able to tell them what to do and then donate to get them to do weird stuff.
See, that would be cool. And what I was thinking, like I come out there and we do all of us come out there when we want and come out there and do like a morning. We could do like you could do a run through for us and like show us, and we can and we can like record it and then play the video, and we can do some really cool stuff, give you attention, and also be cool for the show. So.
Yep. At the end of this month, I am physically releasing the book that I've been working on for 7
awesome
years. Yeah.
Oh, well, feminist clap for the book. Am I the only one doing the goddamn? Oh, there we go. Anyways, that's awesome. I'm very proud of you, buddy. I think the world of you. I do. I honestly think the world. I think the world of Skip. He's not only being a brilliant guy because he really is a smart dude, but he's also like very charming. He's very cool. Very cool. I'm gonna suck his dick.
I appreciate it.
He'll be the first dick I've ever sucked.
I absolutely want to come do post-apocalyptic LARPing.
Yeah, I want to beat you to death, but we don't all get what we want, do we? So I don't want to beat her to death. I just want to watch somebody else do it.
I think you need to get in line because there's a whole bunch of people that want to watch that.
I hear you. You're too pretty to beat up. I love you. I love everybody for the most part. It's just that there's a few people that I don't love very much.
Billy does not love me. Billy
I love Billy. Billy's a good guy. He's just he's kind of like me. He's a dick, but kind of like a likable dick.
He's very mean to me.
But I think I'm more likable than Billy, though. Mm-hmm. But I'm more likable than most people. I'm just lovable. And I got my Freddy Krueger shirt on. We working it today.
I think there's no reason for Billy to have to tell everyone how humble he is all the damn time. If you have to tell people that you're humble all the damn time, you're not very humble, Billy.
I know you live out in Oregon, but that's not too far from Vegas, right?
Not too far.
Exactly. So you're thinking about this. In November, I'm going to Vegas. I'm gonna celebrate my birthday out there, and there's a few people gonna be coming. Jeff Holiday gonna come out there and hang out with me. Maybe Mims. I hope Mims gets to come, and maybe a few other people. I know Shabisky lives out in Vegas, and Miss Parker lives out in Vegas, and we're gonna have some fun.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, I live in the same town as Jeff, so it's 100%. It's like a
that's one thing.
Journey.
Yeah, one thing that's one thing I'm actually excited about, that the vaccine's happening and that we may be getting a little bit control of this shit, is I can start traveling again. Because as you know, I used to travel a lot. Right. I mean, I used to, like, before Shabisky and Missy came along, I would travel at least once a month. I'd go somewhere, and right. And I'm wanting to get back to that.
That's what I mean. And I never had a negative thought about you taking the buses on places that you go, right?
I thought,
but like right now is just the only time I would think less about taking the bus, because
I didn't always take the bus. I took the bus. I took planes. I took trains. I took the train a lot, but I explained this about a week or two ago, and I think a lot of people actually finally got why I like to take the bus. It's not what people think. I like to take a bus because I can actually interact with people, and get stories and hear things and also see things. Because in a plane, all you do is see the top of things.
Yep.
And
there's
2
points on a plane when there's something to look at. Takeoff and landing, right?
Yeah, that's it.
2 times. Yeah. But on the bus, you'd literally get the exact same thing that you'd get from a long drive, right? Yeah. Except you don't have to do any fucking work.
Yeah. And now the trains to me is the best way to travel. I love trains because you get to actually go in areas that, like in some areas like Colorado, the only people that could get to see those places is people on canoes and trains.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's pretty cool. You get to see shit that a lot of people don't get to see. But that's one of the reasons I like doing it. And I also get to interact with people and get to talk to people and get stories, and and it's cool. But there's I like planes. I don't really, well, honestly, I'm lying. I don't like planes, but I take them because they're quick sometimes.
Right. Well, I mean, they are essentially just a bunch of people inside a magic, aluminum Twinkie flying through the sky at 750 miles an hour. Like
Yeah.
it's the idea is definitely something that could make somebody uncomfortable.
Yeah, and then I will say this: the only time I've ever been scared on a plane was we were coming into Cincinnati. We hit the worst turbulence I've ever had, or what they call rough air, that I ever hit in my life, and it was fucking scary. It was scary because that plane was flip flopping, and I tell you what, I tasted my asshole 8 times.
Right. I had the worst seat that I could have picked on the plane, and I thought that it was, I wasn't even thinking about it. It was just a trip down to San Francisco for work at one point, but it was the very tail seat, the very last seat on the plane, and I thought that it was going to be a cool seat to pick because there's nobody next to me, and I could, have, whatever I'd like because it's the very last seat. The biggest deal there is you are the most affected by any movement on the plane, as the plane's center of gravity is the farthest from you possible. So when we landed, and there was a small amount of the plane getting the little jerk back and forth when it landed, I felt like I got whipped left, right, and sideways on a bull when we did it because I was so far away from the center of gravity.
That sucks.
Have you ever been on a plane, Shabisky? I think, Shabisky's not here. Never mind. I know Missy been on a plane. We've talked about that. Mm-hmm. Have you ever get hit really rough air, Missy, and get scared?
No.
Now, here's my deal. Here's what I do on a plane. This is how I know to be not scared. As I watch the flight attendants, and here's why. If the flight attendant looks scared, then there's a reason to be scared. Because those motherfuckers are on the planes all the time, right? So if they look frightened, then you have a reason to be frightened.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so I mean that's my own little system. I was kind of spoiled because the first time I flew, I flew first class. Because Landon paid for it. First time I ever flew, I was this was not too long ago. 4 or 5 years ago. I flew the first time and actually got to LAX and there was a limo there to pick me up and everything. So Landon spoilt me. Now, the second time I flew, I paid for it and had to fly coach. And I was like, well, this is way different.
Yeah.
I like taking trains. I
love trains. Love trains.
I like the old school,
You ever did the sleeping cars?
Mm-mm.
I'll say the sleeping cars. That's another thing there. It will spoil you. The sleeping cars are amazing.
Mm-hmm. I want to. I think I'd rather do that than fly next time I go cross country.
Yeah, man. The question was, Shabisky, have you ever been on a plane? I'm not sure if I ever asked you that.
I've been on a plane a couple of times, just go between Vegas and California.
Oh, that's a quick ass trip.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I've been to LA on a plane, Seattle. I've never flown out of country yet. So
I took a 16-hour straight flight to Dublin.
Ooh, how was that?
That was just incredibly boring. That was also the largest plane I was ever on.
Well, they're more comfortable planes because it's for long travel too, right? Yeah.
Yep. But I watched some really bad movies. Didn't know, barely even realized what was going on, and then was all of a sudden landing. So, it when the plane is more comfortable, it's a much better ride. 90% of the rides that I go on planes now are the middle class planes. So they aren't small, but they're not huge. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, the international flights, they got something that's got if you fly first class, your seat turns into a fucking bed.
Yeah.
Landon's talked to me about that before. He because Landon does a lot of overseas traveling.
Have y'all seen any bad movies lately?
To be honest with you, Missy, I've mainly been watching The Deadliest Catch lately.
Do you know that The other day, I was watching one of Shani's. I think I was watching Drag's stream where he was covering something that Shani had said, and you know how they're all like looking for a job and all this bullshit.
Yes, ma'am.
Someone suggested to her that she, should try crab, or try fishing, or somehow that came up in conversation, and she literally goes, "Oh, I would love to go crab fishing. That's so fucking cool." And I'm thinking in my head, can y'all imagine Shani on The Deadliest Catch?
Did she not realize Did she not realize that it's actually the most dangerous job you can fucking do?
They'd be
trying to pull up one of those.
They would just use her as the anchor.
Yes.
Maybe they could just catch the crabs off of her.
Oh God. It was I don't.
Yeah, that I can't imagine Shani on a fucking blue crab boat, Alaskan king crab boat. I
don't know if you have been caught up. Anyone's caught you up, but apparently they've spent all of Rev's mommy's money, and they are now broke and 4 months behind in rent and trying to look for a job. And Rev started an OnlyFans, and I got pimped to see his butthole.
Yeah, Maggie, you said it twice. You said it twice, and it irritated me.
Because you did not acknowledge it the first time.
Well, I know they should have gave you. They should have told you. I didn't want to see this shit.
I just wanted to make sure that it's sent.
I still didn't even acknowledge the second one until you said something. I was like, okay, quit saying it here.
I just wanted to make sure you got it.
Okay, first off, I want to say this about that. I do not wish anybody to go broke and stuff like that. I want to put that out there straight. And Missy and Shab and Scab, none of us would wish that on anybody.
No, of course.
But if you act like they do, like when the pandemic first happened, she literally got on stream and was making fun of people who lost their jobs.
She did.
And saying they were pathetic and sad and all that shit. She literally called them pathetic.
Yep.
And now she expects for other people to have empathy toward her.
Yep.
Oh, it doesn't work that way.
Nope.
If you don't show empathy, you're not going to get empathy. And that's just fucking, like I said, I wouldn't have wished this on anybody. And I don't like Shannon. But I don't want Shannon to be broke because they have children, by the way. So I definitely don't want them to be broke. But you can't get online and literally call people who are suffering pathetic because you have money, and then you spend beyond your means, and that's what happened with them, right? They were buying $2,000 phones, all these
an Xbox 5 or not a PlayStation 5 when it first came out. Their rent was $3,000 a month.
Yeah,
apparently
beyond your means.
Rev's car payment was $1,500 a month.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right.
Fucking
what?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
It wasn't even a good car. It was I swear it was not worth why. I don't know why it was that much.
I mean, it could just be poor financing, right? Like,
Exactly.
Yeah, if you have a bad record and
he haggles the wrong way.
Everything was
like $900 a month. He's like $1,200.
Everything they did was just bad, and now they expect people to have empathy. And like I said, I don't know. Most people on here would have not made any jokes about that, but it's because of what they've done. Is the reason.
Durango. That's what it was.
Shit will come back and get you. Let me tell you something. I'm not one that believes in karma, but shit does happen sometimes. What is it though saying? What you put out in the world is what you get back from the world.
Yeah, what you put out in the world comes back to you times 3.
Damn.
So I mean, I would have never made fun of them for having financial problems because I've had financial problems, but I don't get on here and call people pathetic either.
No.
Right. Well,
they during a snowstorm one night, they said someone broke into their garage and stole their key fob, and they needed everyone to give them hundreds of dollars so that they could replace their key fob.
Yeah, they did that. And also other things they've done, the racist shit that they come on here and do. I mean, you realize that she got online one time and said, this is what she said, Skip. I am not racist. I relate to black people. I've been poor. I've been to jail.
That was a tweet, right?
You just
Yeah,
got
it was a tweet. It was a tweet.
Yeah, connotations are very important to things that you say. Like,
Yeah.
and I mean, scientifically speaking, when you're saying about karma, karma is if you don't look at it as a galactic force that is moving the world in a specific direction, it is definitely a societal pressure. As once you have demonstrated something, other people will then reflect upon that thing that you are demonstrating. In the exact case of what Pimp is saying right now, like so you've done something fucked up. When things come back to you, the rest of society and the people that you have influenced may just decide that you suck. So, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
You can't expect to get empathy from people that you made fun of, that you told bad. You can't do that. And the people that you have attacked. I mean, look, I'm not one to sit around like but you said I fucking sexually assaulted you because I said your pussy stank.
Right.
She called me a murderer.
No, she said assault.
Yeah, she said that Shab was only being nice to her so that he could get to her kid.
Well, that's true, though.
Yeah.
She called me a murderer.
Oh, again, true.
She also called me a whore.
Well, that's not true. That's not true. She's not a whore. Only in the front, not the back, though. Not the back, though. She's no, Missy ain't no hoe. She a bitch. She ain't no hoe. I guess that's it. She got a black lizard tongue. Look at her. And she's a dragon. She's a breathe with smoke. But anyway, no, Missy ain't no hoe. No, Skep talk a hoe.
Yeah, I mean, verifiably.
Yeah.
It's on my resume.
I'm a hoe. I'll be a hoe in a heartbeat. And what's wrong? First of all, what's wrong with a hoe? Right. It's her pussy. If she want to use it, let her use it.
Ain't nothing wrong with the hoe, but if I was doing hoe shit, I would say I was doing hoe shit.
Yeah. I
admit to my hoeing.
I love a hoe. I love a good hoe. Good hoes ain't complain. They like to be slapped on the left cheek every now and again.
Hard to plant seeds without them.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, that's true. But no,
I meant that as a really bad farming joke, but then I realized that there are additional connotations to that statement.
Yeah, no, I got that was like 4. I swear to God, dude, when you said that, 4 jokes crossed my mind. Right. But I do hate, I do. And look, first of all, I hate that because look, I'm not one to jump up and say, "Oh, women get mistreated." I'm not what you call a traditional feminist, but it is fucked up that if a dude has a lot of sex, he's a stud. If a woman has a lot of sex, she's a whore.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
That is the epitome of double standard.
Yeah, I mean that's fucked up. I mean, there's double standard both ways. Like, when a woman teacher has sex with a teenage student, there's nothing wrong with that. If a man teacher does it, it's sick and disgusting. Well, it's both sick and disgusting. And it's just like if you're gonna call a man a stud and a woman a hoe, you should call her a studette or something because it's a double standard. It's stupid. It's fucking dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
It infers that the liberation of the female body is something that needs to be stifled, and that the liberation of the male body is something that needs to be encouraged.
Okay, I got a follow tip from Tatted Billy from Billy. He says I have to ask Shab a real question. What single player video game should I buy? Okay, after he answers the question, read this. Okay, go ahead, Shab. What single player video game should he buy? Then I gotta read something
Fable,
else.
the original Fable.
The original Fable. Okay. Fire Shab. I hate him. Love you, Missy and Pimp.
You can't fire me after that answer. Fable, the original, is legendary. Okay.
Me and Missy love you too, and I am very on the skirts of firing his ass.
Speak for yourself. You are a bully, Billy.
Yeah, but he bullies Shab. I'm okay with that.
He bullies me.
Anybody who bullies Shab, I'm fine with it.
Not nice to me.
I'm gonna grab some more coffee.
All right, buddy.
He says mean things to me. He sends me things that I don't want to see.
His dick.
No, he sent me an unsolicited nip pic.
Well, you can't say anything about that. You sent me pictures that I didn't want to see. Ah.
Yeah, but that's different.
No, how's it different, Miss
Oh,
Bitch?
damn.
I just called her Miss Bitch. I like Miss Bitch.
Because I'm better.
Okay, let me ask you a question. I do got a question for you, Missy. Well, I got a statement and kind of a question. Okay. Here's what I've never understood about. Okay, I don't like when people try to own insults, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like. I think there's an insult's an insult. Don't try to own it. I've always said, why do women try to? I'm Miss Bitch. I mean, why do women do that? I find that goofy.
It is a bit goofy. I think that there's been such like a stigma between like on being a strong woman, and in being a strong woman you can be called a bitch a lot, so it's just a persona that they tend to own.
Yeah.
And like I don't really know, I feel like it's almost something that like was not like an industry plant, but like someone decided to make it cool. And everyone else kind of follows
I understand that. Because I've always, about any kind of thing, I hate when people try to own insults. Like, you don't hear me say when somebody says you fat fuck, that's Mr. Fat Fuck. I don't say that.
Like, I know I'm a cunt, but you don't see me going around like I'm Miss Cunt to you. Like,
oh, and another thing I wanted to bring up, I don't know if you guys heard, you heard about this Demi Lovato shit?
I think that it's the wrong problem that we're focusing on. I think that the problem that we need to be focusing on is that goddamn haircut.
Yeah, but it is stupid what she did, though.
It is, and then she doubled down on it, and it's like, dude,
okay, if you
apologize.
If you don't know what I'm talking about, is that she went to this yogurt shop thing, right? Mm-hmm. Well, they have this a yogurt product called Guilt Free that they're selling. This like no low calories, whatever. Well, she said that was shaming fat folks.
Right, but she didn't understand that like it was because like they had specialty items like for people with celiac disease. They had things for people with diabetes. They had like specific things, and they were just not labeled. Right, it wasn't labeled, for diabetics.
It's called Guilt Free, yeah.
Right. It was labeled in a different way, so she's like freaking out about it, and it's like, dude, it's a fucking cookie.
Yeah, and she actually tried to get this place shut down, right?
Yeah.
And it's just bullshit.
And what we really need to be focusing on is that fucking haircut.
Her haircut doesn't look good, but she wants to wear it like it does. It does. Which I think Demi Lovato is a beautiful young lady. I think she's a
fucking crime.
Yeah, I think she's a stunning looking young lady. Don't get me wrong. She's very pretty, but the hair does look shitty. I agree. But this is when, cancel culture's gone too far. This is it. I mean, this is an example of it.
Leave this little small fucking business alone. You have millions of fans. These people are just trying to support their family, and you're mad because they're making you feel some type of way because they didn't put fucking for celiac disease.
Yeah. But in this case, it did backfire on her majorly.
That's a bitch.
It backfired on her majorly because people are like, you stupid cunt. People are like, but they should be doing this with a lot of cases because there's a lot of this cancel culture that's going extreme, and we knew this was going to happen. It happens with every movement, right? Like I said, most of these movements start out great for good reason, awesome reasons, but then you get the idiot extremists taking over them, and then shit like this happens.
I feel that this is yet another social pendulum, kind of like, how we have
the pendulum swing,
right, heading from the left to the right in political. I believe that this I hesitate to use the word cancel culture, as when it's used appropriately, it's literally just consequences of actions. It's not really canceling anything. It's but when it is something that is taken too far, such as in this Demi Lovato case, then it is kind of like a cancel culture.
It's
but,
a title.
Yeah, I feel as though really for the last I want to say 4 years, that's when it's really been a thing where consequences were something that happened. And every few months the pendulum swings to everything that is being canceled is something that is appropriate, that needs to be canceled, i.e. the beginning of the Me Too movements, things like that. But then it will swing completely to the other side and start canceling shit that does not need to be canceled or anything at all, especially the word guilt-free, right?
Right.
I actually just recently switched my diet to the ketogenic diet as I'm attempting to try new health things in my life. And the word guilt-free is very prevalent in it, in the fact that you do, when you are following the ketogenic diet, you start to feel bad if something has too many carbohydrates in it, because you're all like, I'm not doing this good enough. Right. And
I'm doing the low carb diet too.
Right. The word guilt-free can mean all sorts of things that doesn't have to do with, with being fat. And, a long time ago, Pimp made a video about people being fat. And trying to say that, it's okay to be fat and that fat is a healthy lifestyle. And that's not true.
It's stupid to say that.
And it's not that it's a shame, but as a person who has weighed all the way up to 347 pounds myself, and fluctuated down and felt what my life was like 50 pounds lighter than that, I know that it's not good to be up there.
No, from somebody who used to weigh 600 pounds, right? Me, I used to weigh 600 pounds. When I went down to 260, you tell me I couldn't feel more healthier? You're fucking full of shit, I felt. So now I'm...
And if somebody wants to make it...
260.
If somebody wants to make a treat for people who are working at getting that weight down and say, hey, this one is guilt-free, don't worry about it, it's good for you, you're going to be okay. It's okay for that to be there.
Well, it's
not shaming anybody.
Yeah, it's not just that. It's it's not shaming. It's not that. But they're going after stupid shit like what's the children's book stuff they went after?
Dr. Seuss.
Dr. Seuss stuff. I mean, come the fuck on. Yeah, you're going too far. I mean, look, the Land O'Lakes thing, really? I mean, but you notice they got rid of the natives, but they kept the land. But anyway.
Right. On the Dr. Seuss thing, the Dr. Seuss cancel culture situation wasn't even a thing. The publisher decided that they didn't want to have the book that had the racist stuff in it anymore, and they decided, we're not going to produce our own book.
But they did it for pressure.
Who the fuck read that book beforehand? That book is dumb and unentertaining beforehand. It wasn't even one that was one of the popular ones. It's not Cat in the Hat. It's not Red Fish, Blue Fish, right?
But you gotta admit, though, they did it out of fear, though. You gotta admit they did it out of fear. That they were going to...
it's not really fear. Financial gain. I don't think any of these companies have ever gone, they're not going to like
they
us.
are now.
The deal is, it's more, this is going to affect next quarter. Make it not happen, Jenkins.
No,
right?
Okay, now, I will say this. With the Angel Mama thing, I look at that a little different. I do the Land O'Lakes shit. I kind of get why people were offended by Angel Mama. I get it. So if that makes people feel better, whatever. It's not hurting anything. Fine, take it the fuck off. I don't care. I don't even use Angel Mama. Mrs. Butterworth was better anyway. It is. Mrs. Butterworth's better, sure. But why ain't anybody bitching about Mrs. Butterworth?
I'd actually do not. I can't remember the what. I mean,
And
is
Mr.
that
Clean.
another one of them?
Why ain't nobody bitching about Mr. Clean?
Because there's no racial stereotype about.
He's a bald black man.
He's not black.
I don't think people.
He's
can
like the
figure out
whitest
if he's
person
black
on
or not.
earth.
Mr. Clean is black, dude.
No.
Not the new one. The new one. He's got.
motherfucker.
The
He's
new one. He's
albino.
Caucasian with fucking white eyebrows.
Well, I don't want him on there. I feel offended. He's albino, by the way. And he's bald. Look at me. I'm bald. God damn it. I'm offended. Hey, and what about Cracker Jacks?
Huh. Yeah. Mrs. Buttersworth is racist as fuck.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember what the imaging is.
I
It's in the bottle.
I think they actually are changing that. I don't think Miss
Yeah,
Butterworth
it looks like their iconography is changing to a apron as opposed to a mammy.
right.
Oh, my God. I think some of this shit's kind of goofy. But whatever. Let them do it. I don't give a shit.
I mean, the other thing is if you're still purchasing corn syrup laden fucking syrups, you're doing yourself a disservice. Just pay the $7 for the bottle of good shit and just don't go buck wild with it. It's way better.
By the way, Missy, what are we doing the second hour? We were like 7 minutes late.
We eat a man.
10 minutes late, actually. We eat the man. That's when I tell you to give us money and you do so. In the description below, Shabisky has a Patreon. Please become a patron of Shabisky. He does movie nights, game nights, all kind of nights. He's very interactive with his fan base, and I think you'll enjoy it, and he needs the money. Missy has a Patreon. She has boobs. You have eyes. They meet perfectly in the middle. She does lewd, not nude, but they're very, very awesome photos. Please become a patron of Missy. We also have a Morning Wood Patreon below. Once we hit $300 a month, we will start doing private shows. Once a week private shows. I
Those are
appreciate
something not to be missed.
Yes, something awesome. And also I have a Streamlabs and a direct link to PayPal if you want to tip. Please do. We made the big tip from Rhea earlier, but that goes straight to the credit card, and I won't get the money until next week. So I still need money because I'm broke. So please tip. Let's try to make 100. Please consider doing that. I appreciate it very much. It's out of my pocketbook. And also in the description below, we have that link for the equipment fund. It's to get new equipment to make. I'm gonna start making regular videos again, but I'm gonna do it professionally. And I got a lot of skill, like scripts and stuff that I want to do. Very awesome shit. So please help out. That goal goes to June 1st. If we make it by June 1st, a few weeks after that, I will do a 24-hour stream. The reason I'm giving a few weeks after the goal's made is because I can get a lot of good guests and stuff. So please help out there. So thank you very much. $100 stream goal for today, though. So please tip. And Shabisky will drop his drawers.
I mean, they're already dropped, but I can put them back on and drop them again.
There you go. We want to see the action. We want to Shabisky's balls.
Yeah. Rub my nipples.
On your ribs.
On my ribs.
He's got rib nipples. Skip.
Ripples.
No,
Seriously,
his
his
nipples are perfectly.
No, they're
proportioned
mislocated.
in
They're
place.
mislocated. They're mislocated. His nipples are on his ribs.
Maybe your nipples are mislocated and you just don't
No,
know.
I'll show my nipple. You know that.
That's not a real nipple. Squeeze it. See if anything comes out. If you squeeze it hard enough, something should come out if it's a real nipple.
Wait just a second. Let me squeeze it.
Oh, damn. Did you fill up that water bottle? What just happened?
I don't know. I know there's lemonade all over my nipple now.
Oh, damn.
Was it worth it?
It was worth it. Baby, was it worth it?
Let me
Work it.
I forgot the lyrics completely. I forgot them, man.
The other one, let me work it, is the only one I remember.
Yeah, let me work it.
Throw that thing down, flip it,
and reverse it.
Yeah.
I don't know none of that.
And then there are words that I can't say. Yeah, exactly.
I just put hand sanitizer all over my body to get that sticky off of me.
Right.
How'd that
I
work
just
for you?
want to be clean.
I just want to be clean.
And you smell like Kool-Aid and hand sanitizer.
I once tasted a dick. When I was 10 years old, a young man came up to me and stuck his dick in my mouth. What?
Oh, damn.
So, being as we didn't really discuss anything about what today was going to be about. Are we going to cover the biggest news since your last show? I'm totally okay if we're not. I was just thinking,
Derek Chavez.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about this morning.
Oh, did we? Oh,
Before you got
on
here. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
We can talk about it some more.
We can talk about it more.
I was eating eggs and bacon at that point.
Yeah.
What do you think about the? I didn't. Here's one thing that I found. Just I wasn't aware that you could charge somebody with 3 different kinds of murder charges like that, because I looked up what each of them were, and I don't know if they were doing that because they couldn't do first-degree murder, so they were trying to make sure that he served as much time as possible. Like what?
Well, it is a scattergun method, right? Now, the beginning of it is that they realized that there are precedents set in the past due to the fact that we have a flawed system that has allowed criminal police officers to get away with murder for 245 years. But what a prosecution will often do is set forth multiple charges, and it's supposed to be that the jury picks which one fits best in the case that whatever ends up happening. But they can be found guilty of multiple things if the charges are there. The entire point, yes, exactly what you said. The big hope would be get him to serve as much time as possible due to being found guilty of all of the charges. But in the case that there's some sort of actual, reason why this would have happened, right? That he should be, forgiven for, a lesser charge might be more appropriate for what's going on. So technically it is throwing shit against the wall to see what sticks. But if it all sticks, then it's real good for the prosecution, right? So
I'm truly hope that the judge makes the right decision as far as the sentencing goes, because if he comes back with some crazy bullshit like, okay, you're guilty of all this, I'm gonna mark it as time served.
No.
There's gonna be riots.
Right.
I hope he realizes that there will
he
be
does
riots.
realize that. I don't think he's going to do that. They may give him a lesser sentence than they normally would, which I kind of figure something like that. But I don't think he's going to do time served.
Right. I've seen a lot of memes and people posting the imagery of Chauvin at the moment that he was getting his sentencing. And I watched that live. Those weren't the eyes of a man who wasn't prepared for this. He was 100%. He knew he was going to lose. Yeah. I believe his entire case is actually set up for the appeals. I believe that's how he hopes to get out of this, is the appeals court.
And he deserves a right to appeal there, everyone.
Right. And unfortunately, as the judge, I think unfairly injected into the case, it is a possibility that Maxine Waters' comments, or it was Maxine Waters, right? Am I saying that wrong? Who was it that made the
I can't. I think you're saying it right.
Yeah, I think it was Maxine Waters, wasn't it? Hell, I don't know. It might have been Shabisky.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Who was it that said that?
Billy says that there is too much minimums on the charges.
Yeah, it was Maxine Waters.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that the comments that she made about getting violent, or I guess she didn't actually say get violent. She said more confrontational, which is not the right wording to use in these situations. And then the judge injected the situation into it, where he then said that Maxine Waters' comments are now going to be something very valuable for the appeals process. Right. I don't think that should have been said at all. that seems like that the judge at that point was injecting something that didn't need to be injected.
I don't know. I don't know.
Right.
I don't. Surely not, though. But
I just know that I got into it with someone who was upset by the conviction and thinks that excuse me, I burped. That the man died of a fentanyl overdose and not a knee to the neck.
Right.
That person's dumb.
Yeah. I mean, if anything, this entire case proved to us that, all you need is explicit high-resolution photo of your murder for 9 agonizing minutes in order to receive some justice in our criminal justice system. So, I mean, that's there's lots more to do. There's lots more to work on, but this is I saw
it. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
If we get 2 more prosecution now, before any sort of appeals court occurs for Chauvin, there are better standing precedents for the cases of people like the cop who mistaked a gun for a taser. There is better precedent for the cop who decided that chasing down a subject while using a strobe light to navigate was a really good idea. That's the 13-year-old that was shot in the alley, right? Yes, the kid had a gun. Yes, things were going on. You didn't need to turn it into a weird cop rave, right? Like, whoa.
Sorry, it's really there's a storm coming in.
Missy opened her legs again.
Spooky ghosts.
I saw a thing on Twitter where a bunch of people apparently found one of the jurors of the Chauvin case, and apparently, I don't know if if she is actually one of the jurors. It could all be alleged at this point, but she is. There's a bunch of pictures on her Twitter where she kind of dresses like a scene kid, real emo and kawaii, Japanese. And they're like, this is the face of the justice system. This is why he got his guilty sentence. Look, and they're all attacking her for the way that she looks because she was supposedly on a juror.
That's how it's supposed to fucking work, right? People who are in the United States are different, and they serve on juries, and you need to behave in a way that is acceptable to all of those fucking people, or they are going to be the ones who get to make the choices for your life.
Right. So who the fuck cares if she dresses like a fucking anime character now and then? Who the fuck cares if she's got green hair sometimes and puts a band-aid on her nose for the aesthetics? Why does that have any bearing on her mental capability to determine whether or not someone is guilty of a crime?
Yeah.
Right. Well, and I mean, if you think about it, we have an incredibly large amount of Christians in this country, and many of them have served on juries, and they believe in an imaginary person that gives them the ability to survive past death. So, I mean, if we're going to talk about weird shit, the people who believe in actual magic are less qualified, in my opinion, than the person who has strangely dyed hair. Right?
Xanos Cartridge says that he saw the body cam footage for the first time during the trial, and it seems like the cops were just annoyed with him and felt like he deserved it. And I think that's disgusting if that's what people are taking away from the body cam footage, and it shows why the law enforcement needs a total revamp of how they do things.
Yep. There's, I don't often agree with, public policy changes that I see through memes, but the one meme that I did see that I 100% agree with is that in a criminal case, if body cam footage is not available due to the cop having the cam off, I do believe an automatic case of obstruction of justice is very apt there. So because body cam footage reveals a lot of what's going on.
I like what Two Guns says too. Two Guns says, "Cunts who attack a juror like that have no fucking idea what patriotism means."
Mm-hmm.
It's true. What do you think, Shabby?
That's right, motherfucker.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
Shabby wasn't listening to you, Missy.
Shabby doesn't pay attention to me anymore.
What?
He doesn't
I was just
like
paying
me
it.
anymore.
No, I was just paying attention to Pim talking with his mic muted.
He thinks
I'm actually talking to my mom, dipshit.
I was telling Shab that there's got to be something wrong with me, and I must be like really ugly and fucking weird because I seem to have some sort of neon sign on the top of my forehead that says, "All weirdos, please come be obsessed with me."
Yeah. Well, I'm not obsessed with you. I just love you.
Maybe you're not a weirdo.
Well, no, I'm definitely a weirdo. But I just love you like a fat kid loves cornbread.
I love
Oh,
you too.
damn.
I used to write that in people's yearbooks. Like, if they would obviously come up and say like, "Oh, sign my yearbook," and they were a friend of mine, I would put, if like, "See you next year, I'll miss you like a fat kid at fat camp, Mrs. Cake."
So you were a bigot in high school, I understand?
Yes, I was.
I get it.
If I did not like the person, I would write, don't let the bluebird of happiness fly up your nose during summer break.
Oh, that's stupid.
Mm-hmm.
What does that even fucking mean?
I don't fucking know.
It means
There's
don't
just
snort
something
cocaine.
right. There's just something to write because they'd be like, "Oh, can you sign my yearbook?"
Let's make $60 on my PayPal, people. Tippy right now. I'll do it through Streamlabs, but do it through the PayPal. Do it, $60. If you do it, I will. I don't know.
Chab, when's your next Pokemon stream?
I don't know.
Never.
Once I get another thingy, another pack or something. We had bad luck, Pimp.
You're a grown man.
I think it's Pimp's fault because he doesn't believe in you. I think that we need to get Pimp to believe in you, and then you'll have better luck.
He's a grown man.
We were just hanging out with Frank, and he has toys.
Toys.
Can you just believe in him for once? Like, for fuck's sake, believe in him.
If I make $60, I'll believe in him.
Well, I didn't know you were obsessed with me, fucking Billy. You're just a bully.
As a grown man, that means that he's got the grown ass right to choose to play with little cardboard cards.
Oh,
yeah, you bitch.
No.
Yeah,
no,
bitch.
No, it does not. It doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that at all. That's not in the man handbook. I never read that ever.
The man handbook talks a lot about, dudes smashing into each other in spandex. So I don't think it has the ability.
Well, that's okay.
Why would you guys do that?
Because why wouldn't you?
Sounds hot.
I guess.
Everybody got your weed ready? You guys ready to smoke?
Yes.
Yeah?
No.
I'm ready.
Yeah?
Yes.
No.
We're going to smoke our brains away, Pimp.
Yes.
That's
Brain
good.
is going to run away.
I got to adjust my balls right quick. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Ah.
How'd that go for you?
I think we should have Step on every day so we can white knight for me and my Pokemon addiction.
Yeah.
I like this.
Well,
Pokemon are fun. Skep, do you know that Shab has this new thing on his channel that you can be a Pokemon and you can go and attack people, or you can be a Shabachu and you can thunder shart people?
Mhm.
God damn it.
Well,
Shabisky.
that's just stupid.
Shabachu is amazing.
Okay, first of all, the reason he white knighted for you is because I used to beat people like him up in high school. Okay,
Like Shab or like Skep?
like both of them.
You weren't very nice, were you?
No, even though it is the nerds' world now.
Why would you beat up your drug
But I
dealer?
come from the world where the nerds got beat up.
Revenge of the Nerds. Haha.
Why would you beat up your drug dealer, pimp? It doesn't make any sense.
Because I was the drug dealer. That's the difference. Honestly, that's the thing. I didn't have a drug dealer in high school. I was the drug dealer.
Oh, damn.
There you go. Anyways, I love you, Shab, even though you do need to grow up.
No.
I don't think there's anything wrong with Shab.
Missy, I don't recall asking you. All right. If
She-
I want
Like,
shit out of you, Missy, if I want shit out of you, I'll squeeze your neck, all right?
No, you're wrong because you won't even fucking touch. I don't recall needing your permission.
Was
to
that
say
even
goddamn
words?
thing.
Was that even words you just did? I know you won't.
Yeah, it was.
What?
You
God
need
damn
to
it.
clean your fucking ears.
Even if my ears were dirty, it wouldn't stop me from hearing you, Missy.
Yeah, it would, because you got so much fucking bullshit crammed up in there.
Let me tell you
Blocking
something. Let me
your
show
fucking
you
eardrums.
something. Let me show you something. Look, I got a Q-tip on hand. What's this shit?
I don't see your nasty shit.
There's nothing on the motherfucker. Nothing. Clean.
Ew.
Clean motherfucking ears.
It's all yellow. I can see it.
No, it wasn't yellow.
It's kind of funny that the
No, I can make
camera
it yellow.
made
What's
sure to
this?
freeze it exactly.
I can make it yellow. What's that? Let me light my cigarette.
This is a magic trick. Don't do this at home, kids. What? Now it really looks like you just cleaned your ears.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It actually makes you want to like stop smoking, but not really. Yeah.
Nope.
No.
Oh damn.
Somebody they tried to pull that shit on me in school one time. What? They did a Q-tip and did the nicotine thing. Like, see, that's what goes in your lungs. So like, can I get a cigarette, please?
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time when you tell people it's bad for you, it has the opposite effect. It really does. Nice fake laugh you got there, Skip, said Bill Higgs. Don't worry about Bill Higgs. He's drunk. He's always drunk. He drinks entirely too much. The son bitch wakes up with bourbon in his mouth.
I don't worry about nothing.
I'm too stupid to worry about anything, so there you go.
Yeah. It's fucking handled.
That's what I tell people about Shabby when they say, oh, you shouldn't insult Shabby too much. I'm like, he doesn't understand the insults. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't get it.
So as long as I'm not offended, everything's fine.
Yeah, exactly. Right. What's up, Jay Troy? How you doing, buddy? Anyways, what do we got? We got like 27 minutes left. 27 minutes of great entertainment, Shabby.
See.
Yep.
You want me to get my Pokemon collection?
No, not really.
Oh.
I just knocked something off my desk. If you guess what I knocked off my desk, you win.
Look what I have on my desk. A penis.
I know you show it to us every day.
Look, Skep, look at my penis.
Yeah.
Focus camera.
Is that the 1-to-1 scale model?
It's an exact replica of Pimp's peen.
It is. I was going to say that joke too, but you got
play with it.
Yeah, he does. By the way, will you I lowered the stream goal to 60. We need $60 to finish this goal today. Please help out. I need it. You want to do it. If you do it, I will do something for you later.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. It's a great something, dude. Whatever that. I mean, this might be the greatest something ever I've done for anybody.
You just message them and you're like, hi.
Huh? That'd be pretty good something to do because I don't message anybody.
Yeah.
The only time I message people is when I want them on the show. And that's facts, really, because I don't like messaging. I don't like talking to people. They expect me to like care about what they're saying, and I don't.
They have all these lives and things going on. And...
Yeah, like, oh, guess what? My uncle died. I don't care. How old was he? 75? Well, you should have expected it. Man, move the fuck on. No. That's so shitty. Anyways. Shabby, what are you doing, buddy?
That loading a bowl. That kind of reminds me of when people joke about, oh, my mom's dead, if you make a mom joke and stuff, and I'll always reply back. I'll reply back and say, what did you do to her?
Well, that's not good, Shab.
That's a good what? Skep
No, that's well. That was a fake laugh. You do realize that, right?
Just
Dude,
flush mom down the toilet and get a new one before the kids get home, and everything will be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Everything will be better then. But nobody's talking in the chat room. They stopped talking. What happened?
Do you want me to start banning people?
Why would you do that?
Because they're not talking enough.
I mean,
all right, I'll ban.
You don't talk very much, and you don't get banned. So
you shut up, Skep. You just did a fake laugh, okay?
It's not fake laughing. It's not a fake laugh if it's a nervous. It's all fake. Laugh. So essentially, right? I mean, yeah.
You don't even know how to real laugh. It's all fake.
I fucking wish I didn't know how to fucking laugh. I laugh like it's part of my like normal reaction to conversation is just to laugh, and sometimes I laugh at very wrong times,
most awkward times.
Yeah,
I used to do that when I was younger. That was a nervous tick, and I kind of quit, but yeah, I used to do that. I would like, because especially when I was a kid, like because people bullied me when I was in elementary school. And I would laugh at the, bullying, but it was like painful laugh. It was like,
it's just another speech thing to work on. Right now, I am focusing on trying to reduce the amount of ums that I have in my normal speech and things like that. So while I'm not speaking, I relax a bit more, and then my brain starts thinking, well, I mean, you're not doing anything, you're not actively paying attention. You should laugh.
That's what I should do whenever I'm not paying attention, which is most.
Well, then you laugh all the fucking time. You're stupid. Well, why?
So what was the best Pokemans you got?
Oh God, no! Oh God,
no! I don't know. There was one I thought was really special. It was a trainer card that was Charizard Spirit Link. And
if it don't even sound like an English language, you shouldn't do it.
And it's reverse holographic, so I thought it was special. But then I looked it up, and it wasn't worth much. But I don't know. I didn't really get very lucky with it. Thing is the things that I got had a high chance of having vintage packs in them, and the vintage packs is where it's at. That's what I want because that's what I grew up with. And I was very unhappy to open 7 mystery boxes now so far and not get one vintage pack.
Ha ha!
Fuck you. Okay, it's bullshit, is what it is.
I'm glad you can't win nothing.
Dude, I'll get the vintage packs, okay? Whether you like it or not, Pam.
No, you'll never get a vintage pack.
I'm going to.
Nope, never gonna happen.
Can't stop.
I curse thee, Pokemon boy.
No. Don't curse me.
I'm gonna start calling you Shit-a-chew. Because you're a shit-a-chew.
Oh, damn.
Emo brothers in the chat room. Whoever emo brothers.
Man, they got my shirt dirty.
Oh, talk to me, baby. You got dirty, didn't you? You dirty little girl.
Oh, my shirt dirty.
You're a dirty little girl, aren't you?
Are we shooting a porno or what? What
Tell,
is this?
tell Uncle Pimpy how dirty you got, baby.
That's
damn.
creepy.
Turns me on. Keep going.
It shouldn't turn you on when I talk.
I don't see what the issue is, Pimp.
You're a stupid head.
Got what you wanted, okay?
Missy's really worried about that spot that nobody can see.
Yeah,
Oh,
it is
no,
not
there's
visible on the camera.
No, there's like a spot or something right here.
It is.
There's a spot on my tennis shirt.
Oh my god.
I can see it.
You guys can't see the spot, but it's there. Trust me.
Hope no one's looking at my titties.
They were already. They were already.
There's
It's like,
a spot.
even though they're like they cover up the whole screen, I hope nobody's looking at my boobs. But we're still. See, that doesn't stop us. You can cover them completely up, and that doesn't stop us. We're men.
We just lost half the fucking viewers. Missy, stop it.
What's
playing
it?
games with
Men
you.
thinks about sex how many times a day?
2,000.
Think about it more. Isn't
Right.
it? Wasn't it shown that women think about it like just as much, if not more?
I don't think that's possible.
Scap. Is it true?
It doesn't seem like any of that's true at all.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah,
I believe that it's likely. I mean, probably people who live repressed lives think a lot more, or whatever.
I mean, I don't think about it all the time, but I think about it enough.
But the old statistic that was, starting 30 to 40 years ago was the fact that men think about sex every 7 seconds.
I don't believe that.
Yeah, which equals around 7,200 times a day.
Yeah, I don't buy that. I
That's
really.
Yeah.
a lot. I mean, maybe my ex, I could, yeah, but normal people, no.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think about pussy quite a bit, and I don't think about it that much. I mean, look, I
Maybe
think,
like dudes who don't get it.
yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
maybe, yeah, but I don't know. That's an awful lot to think.
To do it every
about.
7 seconds means that you couldn't concentrate on one subject.
It means
for a
you could
minute.
never
Right.
exactly.
It means like if I was playing GTA, I'm all doing flips or something on my bike. I'm like thinking about pussy, pussy tits, pussy
Yeah,
tits.
men,
tits.
men have
Like-
jobs, right? If if we think about sex every 7
Yeah.
seconds, we couldn't get our job done.
While
Right.
Landon's
Well, if you
doing math, he's all thinking about dick the whole time.
Yeah.
One year ago yesterday, I was on your show, Pimp, and every 4 minutes and 20 seconds, I was bothering Shabisky about whether or not he should take another hit. And
Yeah.
that seemed obsessive. Like it seemed like it was consuming my entire time being on this show.
Exactly.
Could you imagine if I was trying to tell Shabisky
Every 4
sex
seconds.
every 7 seconds?
Yeah, it makes yeah, exactly, and yeah, I'm glad you brought that up too.
Makes sense.
That's the reason I tried not to make a big deal about yesterday, because I didn't want that shit to happen again yesterday, because Shabisky almost died last year.
Dude,
Yeah.
we should have had Skip on yesterday. I didn't realize like last year we had him on
Yeah.
for 420.
Yeah.
Could have done the same thing again.
No, you almost died last year, bro. I don't know if I can go that far.
I'll die a happy man.
That was the most fucked up. I believe that was the most fucked up I've ever seen anybody was last
Right.
year.
Yeah. He was
And
pretty. I
near
did
the
have
end,
to like message him privately, like, "You okay, bro?" Like,
Yeah, he was fucked up. He was definitely fucked up.
Right. Well, I mean, a dab every less than 5 minutes is definitely gonna get stacking effects.
Exactly.
Right.
start to catch up with you.
Exactly. So we got 17 minutes and we need $60. So please help out. Please, 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 please. I'm begging you. Shabisky's begging you. Missy's begging you. Scab Talk's begging you. We're begging you. Seriously.
My kitty's begging you.
The kids.
Look at
Aw.
the kitty.
We should be able to make
Hi,
tasty.
Look at
Where's
this
John
guy.
Vega? Where's PT? God damn it, you motherfuckers! Don't make me come after y'all.
So how's your
But,
podcast going, Scott?
To wrap up a data point, in 2014 there was a quick survey done, or a study done, where men had an average of 19 thoughts about sex in each day.
Well, that's believable.
Yeah.
I can, yeah.
You need about 19 times randomly during the day.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that, which is still, but every 7 seconds, man, that would be. That's just that's not believable.
Right. You could theoretically say that if each individual specific thought was a different thought about sex, right? Like, I guess you could say that if somebody was thinking about sex for, an hour in a day or something like that. Yeah. Seems also like a piece of data that doesn't really matter at all.
No, it don't. But honestly, if you're thinking about sex every 7 seconds, there's something wrong with you, I think.
Yes.
You've got a sex problem.
Yes.
And so I just don't see that being real. But 19 times a day, I can say I probably think of sex 19 times a day.
Right.
I am a dude.
Mr. Krabs asked about how that could be an accurate survey. The way that the 2014 survey did it was they had 24 hours a survey with a large group of people, and what they did was they gave this many people a clicker, and every time that they thought about food, they were supposed to click it, and they gave another group that every time they thought about sleep, they were supposed to click it, and they gave another group, and they had all of these groups together, so that nobody knew that it was a survey about sex thoughts specifically, and then one group was given the click when you think about sex, and they did about an average of 17 in a day. So,
okay,
yeah. But anyway, Missy asked about my podcast. We recently published our 48th episode.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we'll be doing another one today. Recording today and then editing, release on Friday. But it's, at that point there's 48 episodes of back show, since it's a show that you don't listen to the newest one. The newest one doesn't really, it's not, that is not that doesn't catch you up on anything. It is a show you start from the beginning and watch through. Yeah. So yeah. It's been a really fun journey to learn all of the tricks that I've been learning about audio editing and Foley. I've been doing a lot of Foley, like making up sounds. Yeah. So because sometimes it's really fucking hard to find sounds that don't cost a bunch of money that do exactly what I want. For instance, last episode I had to create the sound of a motorcycle crashing through a wall.
That sounds like one of Mrs. Queef's, as a matter of fact. Yeah.
You never know.
But yeah, super entertaining to learn.
They call a catheter in the hospital too. A Foley.
Didn't hear what you said.
Yeah, they call putting a catheter in somebody at a hospital. They call that a Foley.
Ew.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I think it's a Foley. You can look it up to make sure, but I'm pretty sure when my dad was in the hospital for all those months, they had to put it, and I think that's what they called it. If I'm not mistaken, somebody can look it up and make sure I'm correct. Maybe it's called something, but I think it's called a Foley.
I don't know.
Yeah. By the way, the other day was my dad and my brother's passed away. Both of them dead birthday. So That was a rough day for my mom, man. Oh my God, it was a rough day for my mom. But we got through it. In November, it will be 2 years since we did. My dad. So it don't seem like it. Time's just weird, man, when shit like that happens.
Right. Well, and then it's even weirder with the most recent year, right? So,
yeah, exactly. That was what I think that made it kind of harder, actually. If you lost somebody, because you didn't have time to like go out and do things, you were kind of sheltered in the house and things to be thinking about. But me and Mom had to move during this time too, so that was moving to a new house did help. I will say that it helped. I think anyway. But things are changing. Times are moving on. Maybe we'll get better and people can get out in the world again like they did before. But I think this was a good test. I think the corona was a good starter because there are viruses out there that if they get into humans are way worse than the corona. Like way worse. Like I remember years, like I told Missy the other day, I remember a couple of years ago I read an article about a virus that it's pretty unlikely that this virus could get into humans, but if it did, it would wipe out. I can't remember what virus was. It could wipe out like 60% of the world.
Right. Well, and they announced it today that there's a second wave hitting India. India did not do well with the first wave. And they're getting hit with a second wave now, and this is nowhere near over.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Yeah.
And Corona's not going away, by the way. This vaccine is going to be probably yearly like the flu vaccine. I figure. Because they don't even know how long the vaccine lasts, really. Is it Skep or Spec? Huh? It's Skep.
Skep.
The one that made the video game is Skeptical Jesus.
Yeah.
This is Skep Talk or Afterworlds podcast.
Or my dick holder mouth man.
Yes.
Yeah.
And to answer Mr. Krabs' question about the study, I don't actually have that data on whether or not it was only males or females that did the clicker study, but it did specifically state that the male result was 17. So it could have been both, and then that was they averaged the males numbers, but yeah.
Yeah. Shabisky does a lot of studies.
He studies your butt.
Yeah, your butt. We got 9 minutes. We still ain't made that $60 yet. Let's do it, people. And Shabisky will study your butt.
Yes.
Yep. We've been working on studying Rev's butt to figure out what the fuck is wrong with it. Something's wrong with it. Couldn't you tell when Missy sent you the picture and you got a good look at it?
Didn't look at it more than 5 seconds, brother.
There's something wrong with it.
I just knew what it was. Well, actually, I didn't even look at it. I just knew what it was and scrolled up.
We need to help him out. He has some sort of issue with his anals.
Don't care.
I don't know if it is, a pimple or a scar.
Don't care.
I know anal bleaching is a thing in 2021.
It is a thing, and I still don't care. I want nothing to do with Rev's ass.
You do.
No.
Probably jerked off immediately when Missy just.
No, if it would have been your butt, I would have jerked off immediately.
Oh, pimpy.
I just jerk off the thought of your butt.
oh, Pimpmunk.
Yeah, don't
We're
say.
learning so much about each other.
Yeah, we are.
Such a perv pimp.
I am a perv. I'm a booty hole perv.
Oh, damn.
Like Trumpster Bob.
Trumpster Bob, that
is
motherfucker.
He's your guru.
Yeah, I hit him skip. Trumpster Bob.
What was that?
Have you heard about Trumpster Bob? Have you ever heard about this guy? Is something else, man. He doesn't like gays, right? But actually he does because he has a Trumpster Bob challenge. He wants grown men to show, and he really does want this. Wants grown men to show them his ass, show him their assholes to see if it's blown out, to see if they're gay or not.
Yep.
That's his gay test.
Okay.
That's his gay test. He actually
bend over and pull apart your butt cheeks and show him your butthole, and he will let you know if you are gay.
When that on the Alter Perspective, he actually asked me, Shab, Ben, and Scott to go in private with him to show him our assholes to make sure we weren't gay.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's the one that on the show refers to you or refers to the group as those guys from Seattle or whatever, and he just they're always leaving me messages or whatever.
Yeah, he's fucking.
Yeah,
weird,
okay, yeah.
Dude.
No, but I mean, that would infer that he has a a familiarity.
He likes
with,
assholes.
with specifically used or I guess you'd have to say exercised.
Yeah, and first of all, most gay men's assholes, from what I hear, are blown out.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly am unfamiliar with the the biological aspects of that, right? So
yeah, and now I got this other guy hating on me, this emo howling wolf guy. He hates on me, and one reason he hates on me is because I called him a dwarf monkey.
Yep.
Because
Emo Howling Wolf has a rage addiction, and he likes to scream at anybody for the you could tell him he does not have a shower curtain, and he will make a video screaming at you.
And who was it he got mad at and whipped at his dick?
Gary Snowflake or Lady Di.
Well, yeah, he got mad at him on a live stream and said, "Here, look at this," and pulled his dick out.
He wears diapers because he supposedly has cancer.
Yeah.
Other people say it's because he is a furry, which is not a for whatever.
He has a diaper fetish.
He has a diaper fetish, and he's a furry, and he's a rageaholic, and
he also is a sorry sack of shit.
Word, and he calls everyone "whoas." You a whoa.
Yeah, and he's also a sorry sack of shit because there was he told this 70-something-year-old woman that his refrigerator broke and he needed $1,500 to get a new refrigerator fixed. So she sent him $1,500, and he bought like a cheap $300 used refrigerator, then bought like computers or whatever the fuck he did with other money, and then refused to give her money back and called her a stupid whore and all this shit, insulting her and all this shit. So.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a sack of shit. Mm-hmm. And he is a gay man. He publicly admits he's a gay man. He's married to a guy, and I don't say how this other guy, I don't know nothing about this guy, but I don't say he could be married to this dude. And plus the people he hang out with, apparently there's this guy Rick who lays in the bed all the time. Apparently is his husband's in prison currently for being a pedophile, and apparently this guy supports that. So not good people.
When characters get to this level, I always start to wonder if they are in fact a character, and if this is,
exactly
an attempt at obtaining fame through outrage. But
I don't know. It's hard to tell with emo because the rage seems so genuine, and he's gotten to the point where like the cops have been called and he's raging at the police like nonstop. Like,
and you know how he got his name? Now I don't know about the emo part, but the Howling Wolf. This is how he got his name, which is the dumbest shit ever. But buddy, this is how he said he got his name. You remember when Yahoo chat room was a thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you remember the user rooms? Well, he said that he went to this native room, and the chief of the native room told him to go to sleep and meet his spirit animal.
Go to sleep, and whatever animal he hears during the night is his spirit animal.
So he goes and he sees wolves and hears wolves, right? And then he comes, and then he says the Yahoo chat room chief told him he was now Howling Wolf.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Howling
so
Wolf.
If this is a character that is, created for outrage, it's good writing, right? Because at that point, the idea behind that both gives me outrage and is very funny because the idea of the chief of the Yahoo tribe, right? Like,
Yeah, no, right. The chief of the Yahoo chat room.
right, exactly.
Yes.
Uh,
Cheap
Ru-
types with keyboard.
Running with text.
Chief types on keyboard. That's what
Right.
it is.
It's so fucking weird. It was probably some fat white dude.
Him and all his
Well-
keyboard warriors.
I was young during that time, and I was in many different Yahoo chat rooms. I remember
too.
I met a whole bunch of vampires once, right? Like they swear that they were vampires. Like
That's actually how I got my name. Pimpmunk was in the Yahoo, but I used to go to these rooms called the fight rooms.
Yeah.
And we'd go in there and we'd battle, right? Insult battle and stuff. Well, I went in there one night and I had this voice change that made me sound like a chipmunk. And I was insulting everybody, right? I was fucking tearing everybody a new asshole. Well, there was this girl in there said, look, it's a chipmunk that's a pimp. And ding, ding, ding in my head, Pimpmunk. And that's when I changed my name to Pimpmunk, and it's been Pimpmunk ever since.
right.
And then I ended up going to a blogging site, and I started blogging under Pimpmunk and did an audio vlog thing under Pimpmunk, and that's how I got started. But yeah, that's how it happened because of Yahoo chat room. But it wasn't no damn Yahoo chat room chief that named me.
Right.
But I come from the Yahoo tribes, said Mr. Krabs. I come the Yahoo tribe. I remember reading about the Yahoo tribe when they fought the Apache and the battles that they had. Yeah, it was pretty funny. Anyways, it is that time. Let me check my chat. Don't get me wrong. I made good tips today thanks to Rio. Very much appreciated, by the way. It's just that money going to the debit card thing, and I won't get that for a few days or till next week, actually. But I very much appreciate that. Thank you, Rio. You're awesome. And thank you, everybody else who tipped, liked, and shared. We appreciate that. Tomorrow is Thursday, so we have John Morgan. I think we're going to have 3 guests tomorrow, actually. John Morgan, 2 Guns, No Ammo, and the very, very talented, very, very awesome Midwest Grow guy.
Cool.
We thought he was going to be on today, but I had that messed up. The bookings got all messed up, and so we had Skep Talk booked too. So we had 4 people booked yesterday. But thank you, Skep Talk, for filling in for us today. We appreciate you.
Oh yeah, anytime.
Yeah,
if I'm awake.
Yeah,
if I'm awake.
And so later on today, you'll be streaming, Shabby?
Yeah, I'll be streaming a bunch.
You know what time?
Nah, I don't know. I might stream after this. I might.
Okay.
Go to sleep.
Missy won't be doing anything, but she will be loving us because that's what she does. She loves us.
I might go hang with Shabby.
She's the mother hen. Even though I'm older than her, it's kind of weird, but still. But she's my hoe mom. Remember? She's a hoe.
Oh, I might go hang with Shabby.
A hoe! How does he say it? How does he most say it? She's a hoe.
Hooah!
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 So like
Hooah.
Hooah!
So like Al Pacino and what's that movie where he's the blind guy? Hooah!
Yeah, it's kind of like that shit that the Marines say.
That's a good movie though, Bubba. What is the name of it? It's The Scent of a Woman, right? Ain't that the name of the movie? Al Pacino? Scent of a Woman? Hooah! Yeah, he was a blind guy. He played a blind guy in a movie. It's a great movie, actually. It's an amazing. Al Pacino's one of my favorite actors of all time. Him and Robert De Niro are my 2 favorite actors of all time.
Yeah.
You know who my mom's favorite actor of all time is? Robert Duvall.
That's cool.
Al Pacino played Frank Slade in Scent of a Woman,
Yeah.
a blind veteran in need of a caretaker.
Yeah, he was a blind Marine, actually. Hooah! But he was in need of a caretaker. It's a good movie. Yeah, one of my mom's favorite actors is Robert Duvall. And which he is an amazing actor, by the way.
That's cool.
Most of you probably don't even know who Robert Duvall is, but great actor. He was in Godfather. He was also in the movie Apostle. If you've never seen Apostle, watch it. It's an amazing. That's a movie y'all should watch on one of your John Morgan nights, buddy. If you watch it, I'll actually come in. I'll actually watch it with y'all because I love that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could do a movie night with Pimp. That would be a cute little thing.
Yeah.
Huh.
I'll make
I wish-
snacks.
I wish you wouldn't
Yay.
say it like that, though, Shad.
What?
Don't ever say a cute little thing when it involves
Yeah,
me.
it'd be like a date.
It'll
Because
be
that's
a
what
cute
every
little
girl tells
thing, and
me.
you'll come in and it'll be cute, and I will make snacks.
Yeah, but that gives me PTSD because that's every time I ever have sex, the woman always says a cute little thing.
Well,
You're
maybe you should
cutie
just
pie,
try and be
Pimp.
nice too.
It's a reminder of my little penis, and I don't like it. Missy, say it's big to make me feel better about myself.
It's big and make you feel better about yourself.
See, why you gotta fuck it all up? Why you gotta? You're a You're a Anyways,
Accident, okay?
thank you guys for liking, watching, and all this good shit. We appreciate you all. Make sure you check out tomorrow's show. Make sure you check out Shabby-lator. I may even be randomly live tonight. I'm not sure, but we will see you. Skip, when's your next show?
Next episode drops on Friday. If you want to see it, it's flow.page/awpod.
There you go.
Flow dot page. Slow what? No. Okay. I forgot what-
Flow. Right? Flow.page. Yeah. Flow.page/awpod.
She
You're
said,
lying.
she said slow.
Right, okay. I get an A for effort.
Did you get it?
I think so.
Everyone should go follow
There.
us.
I put it in the
Go
chat.
follow.
Flow.page / Oh, there's an extra dot in there. Sorry.
Did you put it in the chat? Oh, there.
I put
Oh,
an
yeah.
extra dot.
Yeah, she put an extra dot.
Try
down.
again.
Dot,
Try
dot.
again.
That's it. But just remove the extra dot.
Yeah, move this. And then, yeah, what Shabby was about to say is, I think I know what he's about to say. Make sure you follow the Morning Wood on Twitter, right?
Yeah, there's the link for the
Yeah.
Morning Wood. We're almost
Make
at
sure-
200 followers.
Definitely. Yeah, make sure you follow that because we need more followers, and me and Shabby's actually about to start taking more part of it too. Missy's been the one doing all the stuff, but we're actually going to be trying to tweet on a regular basis to run polls, whatever we want to do. Shabby can do stuff, I can do stuff, Missy can do stuff, and also make sure you go to the Discord. We need to start taking more part in that because we haven't been doing shit in there. We need to start taking more part in the Morning Wood Discord, so make sure you join that. And that's about it. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.